If the movement's of God, you're not going to be able to stop it. You see, most of us want a movement in our life, and the problem is that we try to begin a movement that is predicated upon ourselves. I think if I just do this enough, if I just do this enough, and there's something about being obedient for sure. But the movement can't be about ourselves. It can't be about, well, I just want to see or experience something different. But instead saying, man, I want to see a passion. I want to have a passion in my life that, God, I'm available, that if you want to move me, I'm willing to move. But God, I believe right now that you're moving within our area, you're moving within our country, or at least within our world. And God, I want to join you where you're moving. I want to be a part of that type of movement. And Gamaliel says, listen, if this movement's of God, it's going to fail. If it's of man, it's going to fail. If it's of God, there's nothing you can do to overthrow it. It's going to keep moving. And so our desire right now is to say, God, I want to be part of a movement that I know is of you. Because in my life, if my movement is based and predicated upon me, it's going to fail. See, Gamaliel had the advice about this general movement in the early church, but the same could be said of me. If my movement in my life is just about me, and about what I have to gain and what I have to benefit because of this, it's going to fail. But if I say, God, I want to seek out your kingdom. I want to seek out your righteousness. I want to be a part of that. Then Gamaliel says it can't fail, for that movement is of God. Understanding the weight of this moment, Peter and the men appear before the council, and they could be arrested, they could be killed for this. But they said, we know that we have a call. What I want us to grasp today is that calling matched by pursuit produces movement. The calling has to be God. I can't try to do this on my own. It can't be my own personal thing. But when I have a calling that I know is from God, I know the Spirit is working through me, He's moved me to do something, then that calling, when it's matched by a passionate pursuit in my life, it's not that I'm perfect, but that I have a passionate pursuit, then that inevitably produces movement in my life. I say, God, I want to get out of the way for a second. I want you to move. I want you to work. And once I see where you're working, I jump in with everything I have because I want to move from a boldness to having a spot of my life of having spiritual breakthrough, where there's something that's long lasting. There's something that years from now, people are going to look at my life and say, they're not the same person anymore that they used to be.